This is my very first official like spotlight. I've had like a lot of cheap starters, soft boxes, plug into the wall. This one, hold on, it's a little special to me. I love my wireless one. These are great for wireless, right? Fast, quick, efficient on the go. But this feels like my first official light, so I'm excited to really put this to use. This is how I sound on some regular levels. This is manual, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. This is about the voice I'm gonna use. All right, I just pressed a button. I wonder what that button did. So I'm just testing out to see what that button did. Pressing it again. I don't know what it did, if it did anything at all. Let's test again. Manual audio. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, so peeps, I know you can't see anything, but probably, I don't think you can even see that. You can see a little bit of me. But what we're doing is we're testing out just a lot of light. Let me see here. And I'm gonna walk you through the entire process on how I light everything up. How I just okay now, all right, you see that, you see the flashlight, at least you see me. Well, I'm right behind that phone. So yeah, we're gonna go through an entire just lighting process today and I want you guys to see from the start how it just starts off entirely pitch black, and how we light this entire room to our perfection. All right, people. So that was just this same exact shot you just saw. Now I turned the house light on, which gives me a nice little dramatic downpour light. This is the light that's in my house, and this is how it's usually lit. But just how it's usually lit with, like, no artificial camera light. This is usually how it is. So I got 5 new lights that I want to test out today, and so make sure my mic is on. Let's get to it, shall we? So first up, I have the Quasar LED Q Lion LED lamp, 5-inch Q5LS Q Lion LED lamp Q5S. Got it from B&H Photo. This is our smallest light that we're gonna use today. This is part of the whole subject that I got today, and I am gonna turn off the light, this house light, because we're using camera lights today. We're gonna turn this into something spectacular. So yeah, I'm here. I'm right in the dark with the Quasar lamp, and I'll show you what we have in the box here too. There's no foamy box. I have that, and got some cords, and this is the actual light. You guys can see that. It's the actual light right here. That's the actual light. So let's power her up. Oh my God. Okay, cool. So that's what we're working right now. That's what we're working with. And we got the chargers in here as well. Show you guys that. And that's all pretty much comes in the box. You get one charger, USB-C, you get a few wall ports, wall outlets, and then you got the actual wall like block to plug things in. And then you had a light. That's pretty much the entire setup for that. So this is my first time opening these lights and using them. I will get into what I actually use them for. But here we have, I believe we got 4 different modes on how bright things get. So I believe that might be one mode. First again, it gets a little dimmer, more more dim. I believe that's even 5. So 5 modes. Then boom, it's off. Turn it back on. If you hold it, you get a little warm light. And same thing with this. It has 2, 3, 4, and I guess the first one was the 5th one. So each one has 5 modes. And I believe there's another. Oh, it goes back cool. So wait. Okay, that's the first, like, in between bicolor, and then you had the warm lights. Then it goes cool, and each mode has 5 different color percentages, how bright they are. And so far, I'm not gonna lie, I love this light. I used it for the first time on a short film yesterday. All right, that looks a lot better. It's looking a lot better, baby. And so basically today, we are just gonna learn how to shape all of this, Lighting is huge. Lighting can make or break your film. I want a little more dramatic, like a real dramatic look, Anyways, it's get darker and darker, But yeah. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just place this light somewhere here, so I have enough light to at least just show myself lighting the scene, and we're gonna get things started. This really cool feature right here. Look at that. Look at that. Don't even need much for these lights. Definitely, these lights have been one of the best purchases in my recent days. For like a couple days, but I feel like I'm gonna be using this mainly for like little small hint lights. It's very small for that, It's meant perfect for that. So I actually have 2 of these of the 10 inches. Yeah. Yeah, 2 of the 10 inches. If it's 10, Q10, Q line, Q10, switch linear. I got 2 of these. And I'm gonna set this bad boy back here. Now, see, this perfect example to show what I mean. It's like, I got it right here, but it slides down. So I am limited if I use that option, but that's just if I don't have any clamps or mounts on me at the time. It's good that they can just kind of just flop on here. Now, what I personally do in this situation, you can potentially, it depends on how high you need the light too. because obviously it's gonna stop on the actual stopper. So depending on what the situation is, that might be my limit. But I mean, even that little effect kind of, it's already doing something. You know? Move this light up a little bit right here. Obviously, there's a lot of adjustments I'm gonna do. But even that little small thing right there is already making like, you know, a difference. Same lights, got everything in there. As you can see, I actually haven't even taken this one out of the seals yet. So this is first time with this one. I wonder if I gotta charge it. Do it. Do I gotta charge it? What? Are you serious? Alright guys, maybe I gotta charge this light. Let's see. Big boy. The long body. And I know things are, you know, it's a mess right now. We're a mess, but we're back. We're back, baby. We're back. Now, let's see how this is gonna be good for the overhead. All right, so this light right here is personally gonna be my favorite. I'm getting a little warm. Warm me up, man. Warm me up. Warm me up. Yeah, warm me up, man. So this is the F560B by Nanlite. Start off, it gave me a little spotlight here. I'll unbox that. This is like the this is like a rig for. I also have a softbox over there, which I thought it was too big at first, and I was like mad. But this is the actual light unit. This is the Nanlite 60B bicolor. So this is my very first official like spotlight. I've had like a lot of you know, cheap starters, soft boxes, plug into the wall, big light bulb. For regular photography, then I went straight to LED panels, which were, you know, pretty lightweight too. They were RGB by GVM. So this is like my first official like actual spotlight that I've owned. I've only used them older sets, so this one is a little special to me. I love my wireless one. These are great for wireless, right? Fast, quick, efficient, on the go. But this feels like my first official light, so I'm excited to really put this to use outside in the field. So let's hook this bad boy up. Okay, so that light's playing a big role right now. That light's playing a pretty big role. Let's see. Let's do some tests, because I also have a few things in this box that I can use. So I got whatever this thing is. Yeah, light. I'm pretty interested to see what this is. See what it does. Oh God. Okay. Well, that's obviously overexposed. We're looking at, but we could do some interesting things with this though. So let's. So like, yeah, check this out. So if I turn that light off, you know, this light is lighting up. Come over here with this, yeah. Let's put the you know. Let's add in like some, and let's try putting this light over here. Ouch. This is how you play with the lights, man. Now over there, I'm not liking it because now it's looking a little more dark. But see now, okay. So now we're getting somewhere, you know? And I want to check. I got like this full big, like those big softbox dome lights I want to try it out too. But okay, yeah. But I do want to light up that little section back there. So let's see what we can do about that. Dig it. I can stage that a little bit better. Definitely stage it better. And if I put this spotlight just a little bit this way. Yeah, see that even took down something. So let's even turn this back this way. So this is a spotlight. This is cool. Very cool. Now like we got like a lot more like, you know, we have a lot more just dynamics going on, you know? Let's see, we can even go a little bit even deep with this, we play with it, you know? Oh yeah. Yeah, we getting somewhere. Why can I get in the center? I think that's good. There we go. Yeah. 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 I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Though I feel like you use a second light though. I feel like you use a second light. I wonder how much I can cheat this light to get on my face a little bit more. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think that's looking really good. Keep in mind, guys, I'm still an amateur at this whole lighting thing, so I am literally, you know, learning as I go, but it's very fun. Just do that. And I have one more light that I do want to try. See if it's even. I wonder how that looks. I want like an overhead light, you know? We'll see how long I talk before this is charged up and ready to go. right now, it doesn't look like we need it. So keep it on charger. We'll see how it looks in the next 20 minutes or so. But yeah, look at this scene, guys. Look, I think this isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm really liking how this looks. And now, since I want to do one more thing, since this light is a little bit, I think it's a little bit hard on me, a little harsh. What I want to do, I have a softbox, so I want to try the softbox. I want to try the softbox and see what I can potentially how I can fix this. Do this. But before I do, same thing my colleagues did. Let me see if that was even the right way. Sometimes they tell you different ways. God. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I think my screen froze. I can't see. Look at that. See? See there? Give me a second. Sorry. So we call this the old-fashioned softbox. This is we call this guy the old-fashioned softbox, I believe, in photography. Let's put this bad boy on. Okay guys, I gotta wrap this up. That light died on me, my camera batteries are dead, and I just gotta make this over dramatic. So yeah, there's this one scene in my new short film that I use these lights for, and I'm walking into the kitchen. I just want to create like a little small, a very, very small, subtle like outline light on the door as I open it up slowly, revealing myself coming into this house. So if you look in the scene, I'm walking in slowly. Obviously there's a light, a light coming from the window representing like, you know, the other, it could be like a porch light from the other apartments or a street light, etc. That's what it's pretty much representing. Then if you look to the left, there's like a very, very small subtle light that's a light that's just subtle where you can see a little bit of details but still but not enough where it's like, oh, like what's going on, like it's too much light, revealing too much. So I used it for that scene, and then I also, as I'm walking in this close-up shot, you can see on the side of me, same effect as the door, just kind of opposite angle. And then this one scene where this light comes on by itself down the hallway. I do a reverse shot, a close-up of me. You see like a very subtle light that's showing that light from the lamp on my face. I use one of those small lights for that. And then for this establishing shot, to the wide shot of us eating across each other from a table, there's like the long tube light, 10 inches. It's at its lowest setting. It's giving us like a subtle just outline on the top of our heads. And then for this last scene, it's a lamp. The character Tori, she's over here, she's reading about a lamp, and it's pretty much representing a little bit of facial texture representing the lamp light. So that's basically what I used to use these lights for the very first time on this film. And yeah, that film will be coming out soon. I hope that you guys enjoyed this whole lighting, you know, thing I had going on here. I hope to do a lot more with these lights. I hope to produce a lot more content, a lot more videos to show you guys. And yeah, until next time. All right, guys, so I realized I forgot to actually show you the effects of this light. It has a lot of different effects. So if you notice that the lighting is maybe slightly different than the actual video, it's because I decided to add this. So I filmed it a little bit later, but let's get into these effects really quick. So this mode is considered like a loop, sort of. It's called like, it's supposed to be like a loop, whatever. And I find it pretty interesting. It looks like it's looping through all, like, you know, going from 3200K to 5600, in a fading in and out sensation from, you know, the intensity to none, the brightness and all that. And I thought that was, you know, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know when I'll actually use that. Only thing I can think of is like if I'm like, you know, my girlfriend, she's a DJ, maybe, you know, changing lights. But then I have my, actually no, that would be a good effect. So I have the GVM 3-light RGB bicolor kit. Those are my light panels, my go-to ones, and they change all different kinds of colors. But I do like this clean transition of fading in and out. I can't think of anything at the top of my head that I can use it for, but I'm sure I can definitely, you know, come up with something down the line of having this type of option to do. So that's effect number one. And this is the second loop. This is also considered a loop. And this can, I can see this being, you know, more of like in a situation where there's a lot of like, you know, alarming situations where it's like everything's going kind of crazy, you know, a lot of different you know, alarming sounds and noises, evacuation situations for a scene. I can see that being used a lot for that. You know, throw some red diffusers on there to give it more that reddish tone. Like I'm loving these like little fading out effects they have. I'm just limited with the bicolor. And usually with these type of effects, it's more colorful in certain situations. Sometimes, you know, you do have like your regular, or this can, you know what, this can also be used as, I thought about it, passing street lights, going down, you know, a street, car scene. And if you want to fake driving, I think I can use that for that instead of having somebody constantly going around. I've seen that on there. So, but it's actually, it's going a little too fast for that. But I think that's something that we can actually work with and figure out how to use that. So that's effect number two. And then hopefully my camera picks this up. This is your traditional flash, which is pretty much, I got it on pretty much all of my lights. Everything, anything that has like effects come with it, they always got your anything that has like effects that come with it, any lights, they always have your traditional flash. So, you know, they gotta add that. So this is called Pulse. It's giving me the vibe as the street lights again, just a little bit faster. I'm assuming it won't be for a heartbeat. I would have to just get creative and see what I can creatively use this for, but I'm glad I have the option. And this is Storm. This is Storm right here. And obviously this will work better with you know, more cooler lights, more cooler tones. Usually storms just will represent lightning. I don't know what this will represent right now. This is just some flashing lights. I believe I got paparazzi on there. Okay, that's what this is actually giving me, is paparazzi vibes. This is TV. Kind of same old deal. A lot of these have to be on a cooler tone. Or it's kind of going back and forth, looks like it. But this is supposed to represent a TV. Cool. Now this is paparazzi. This is paparazzi. Okay, this is. All right, no flash photography, please. Like, no, I get it. I'm a superstar. What can I say? Not. I'm just joking around, obviously. That's paparazzi. This is candle. Yeah, this is candle, which in my opinion, I think it's a little hard for candles. I would have to I want to test it out in the actual candle setting and see. It would have been perfect if I had it for the short film I just did with my girl, because we had candles on. But I don't know. I think this fading in and out is just a little too slow for a candle. It's kind of, candles flicker. It's kind of like, not really, and it's not really like coordinated. It's unpredictable. I think my GVM LED lights panels, I think they do a candle effect a lot better, and I actually used it for the film. I'll show you this one shot I used it for. So I think in that case, those like work a lot better. I wouldn't use this effect too much. I mean, I can get creative, but it wouldn't be specific for candles, like it says. Bad bulb. Okay. It's on 10%. This light is very bright. I want to just kind of works the same way as the sun. Like if I look directly into the light, it can be bad for me. I don't imagine so, but it's very bright. It looks very bright. Fireworks. I can definitely see this one being used. I definitely want to try this one out. Use it. I'm loving these fade in effects. This is like really adding a lot of value to these lights. So far, every pair of lights that I've owned is just pretty much a hard off and on. And I never really had that option to really do like fade ins with lights. So this actually really is a big step. I can see myself can get pretty creative with some lights. So I actually never really thought about all this fading in and out stuff. And I think this is gonna add a lot of range for me to be even more creative. So I'm happy I have like multiple options for this fade in and fade out. So this one is called Explosion. So okay. I feel like an explosion would be a little more dramatic. This would give more like flash photography. I don't know. It's just me. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so that's that effect. This is welding. So this is called welding. I'm not a welder, but we're gonna I can figure out something to do with that. A lot of sparks, But I feel like, then again, I haven't done any films like that. I feel like the effects those type of situations would be light enough. So, yeah, those are all the effects. Pretty interesting, a decent amount of options on there. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I can do a lot, especially with those fade ins, fade outs. I like those. Those are my personal favorites. I'll just say that right now. But yeah.